Okay, so here we are, another day, another discussion, coming at you with a live video. And today we're going to talk about when you apply for a credit card. Now, most of you probably have credit cards or you're looking to get a credit card for the first time. And I just want to share a few little tidbits of information that when you apply for a credit card, whether this is your first one or maybe your second or your third, timing is everything. I mean, it really is. You want to make sure that you play this game, that it's the right time for you to apply for a credit card. You don't want to just apply for a credit card just because it's available. Like, for example, usually when you go to a department store, home improvement store, clothing store, something along those lines, you're usually going to get asked by a sales representative at the checkout to apply for their credit card because they're going to probably give you some type of promotion. And I know it's very tempting to do that. I get asked that all the time. And you really don't want to do that if you're not ready to apply for that credit card. Let me explain. Usually they'll say, "Oh, it's you can save 10% or on this purchase for applying for one of our credit cards." Now, that may be true, and it probably could be a good savings. However, what's going to happen is if you apply for that credit card, and it may only take a minute or two, they usually give you a disclaimer that if you apply for a credit card, it only takes a couple of minutes, and you can do it right while you're standing in line. Well, that may be true. However, it's going to be a hard inquiry because the computer is going to check your credit report. It's going to check your credit score, and the computer has already some calculations in there that it's going to give you a yes or a no answer. Whether you get the yes or the no, it's still going to be a hard inquiry, and it's going to go down in your credit report, your credit score, and it's going to go down in your credit report, and it's going to lower your credit score because you have an inquiry, and especially if you do this several times in a short period. So if you really want that department store credit card, that's okay, but you want to make sure that your credit score and your credit report is worthy of the application, because if you have a bad credit and you go for that department store credit card and you get denied, well, now you have a denial and now you have a hard inquiry. So you don't want to do that. You want to go into the credit card application when you're ready. So we want to make sure that your credit score is at the premium ability to apply for the credit card. And that's why I'm trying to say that timing is crucial, because when you apply for a credit card, it can impact your approval chances and the terms of your offer. So if you have a great credit score and you go ahead and apply, you probably will get accepted, and then you're going to have a great interest rate. If you apply at the wrong time and you get denied, that's going to impact your score. Or if you have a bad credit score and even if you get approved, you're going to have a high interest rate. So let me share with you, when is the best time to apply for a credit card? The best time is when your credit is good, okay? So when you have good credit, that's when you want to apply for the credit card. So you want to know what your credit score is. You don't want to just get a pamphlet in the mail to apply for a Visa or a MasterCard and you just send it off not knowing if your credit score is good or not. You want to know what it is. So when you apply for a credit card, you want to make sure you have positive credit history and good credit and a good credit score. And this will increase your chances of being approved for the credit cards that are favorable terms, and then also favorable terms meaning it's going to have a lower interest rate and then higher credit limits. You don't want to get locked in with a low limit and then a high interest rate. You want to get the best out of the credit card, and it's all going to pertain to your credit score. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, the number two reason is you want to research your offers. Like I said, if you go to a department store, it really doesn't matter which one. They all offer credit cards. So you want to make sure, is that the credit card for you? And if you're looking for like a frequent flyer credit card for a airline, you want to make sure which one is the perfect one, the best one for you. You don't want to just start applying for credit cards, because it's going to show on your credit history that you've made all these applications. And then when you really need to get something like a car or a house, it's going to show up, and it's going to hurt your approval ability. So research your credit card. Take your time to research different credit cards and options, and find out the one that is best for you. And then look for cards with rewards, cash back, maybe benefits that suit you and your type of spending, right? That's what you want to do. You don't want to just get a credit card for no reason, or just because they're going to offer you 10% and then you might not use that card, or it's going to lower, you might get denied and then it's going to lower your credit score. So make sure you do some research. And then also avoid multiple application. This is going to be the third tip, avoid multiple application. Avoid applying for multiple credit cards in a short period of time. You want to span this out. So if you really need a credit card, think about it. If you really need an airline credit card, first of all, find out which one you want. There's many airlines that have airline credit cards. Which one do you want? And try not to apply for all of them. Don't apply for American, United, Delta, Frontier, Spirit, whatever, all at the same time, because you're going to get all these hits, boom, 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 and then one is going to see. It's very possible that one credit card company is going to see that you've been applying to all these other credit cards. You're going to look desperate. You may not get the approval, and all of those are going to be hard inquiries, and they're going to lower your credit score. So be wise on which card you want. And then the number 4 is you want to know your credit score. See, check your credit score before you apply for a credit card. Knowing your credit limits, your credit worthiness, helps you select the card that matches your profile, right? And it also reduces the risk of unnecessary rejections. You don't want to get rejected. So that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you know your credit score. It's good, so that when you apply, you will get accepted, not rejected. And then before applying, assess your financial situation, right? And only apply for a credit card when you're confident that it meets and complements your needs and your history. You don't, like I said, you don't want to just get into a situation where you're at the department store and they offer you a credit card and you start applying. That may not be the best card for you, because there's other credit cards that you can use almost anywhere and still offer good rewards or good paybacks. So those are the things. Like if you get like a department store, you might only be able to use it at that department store, not everywhere. So keep in mind of those things. So you don't want to just go overboard with your applying for credit cards, but you want to be selective. Like right now, I have a great travel credit card that I love using. American Express is one of my favorite credit cards, but I'm thinking about getting a specific credit card to an airline. And I have some flights that I'm going to be flying, some trips I'm going to be taking this spring and this summer. So I'm going to try to be wise about which card do I want so that I can fly on these certain airlines. Maybe I'll use the same airline throughout the summer so I can get not only the credit card points, but the airline points, which helps with hotel points. So that's what I'm trying to say. You want to be selective on which card you want. Don't just start applying, and you want to make sure it has good interest rate, good paybacks, good rewards, something that fits your needs. If you need a hotel card, go look for a hotel card. If you need an airline card. If you need an all-purpose card, then great. There's cards out there for all purposes. So that's kind of the idea. Timing is crucial. The most important thing, though, regardless, is make sure your credit is worthy and ready to apply. You do not want to start applying for credit cards when you're not ready, because they're all going to be, if you're not ready and you get denials are going to show up in your report, hard inquiry is going to show up in your report. And like I said, unless you do something about it, it's going to stay on your, inquiries are going to stay on your report for 2 years. You don't want that, because when you go to apply for something you really need, like I said, like a house or a car, all those are going to stay on there, and other credit agencies are going to see that you've been applying, and it's just not going to be good for your cost. So I hope this helps. I hope these tips are good information for you. And if you're watching this on Instagram, please follow, make a comment down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And if you need help with your credit because it's not to the standard that you would like it to be, get a hold of me. You can email me, you can message me, and we can work through your report together, and I can help you approve your credit score, and that you will be confident when you apply for a credit card that you